What's up, my friend? Welcome to August 7th, 2021. There'll never be another August 7th, 2021. So get out and state your claim on this world, my friend, right? Powerful message for you today. Social media, right? I guess when I think of social media, the same thing that makes social media a good thing is also the same thing that makes social media a bad thing. Stay with me, right? See, so I guess it comes from the quote, too much of anything leads to evil. And here's how, right? Social media is good because it gives people a platform to kind of recreate themselves, to become a social version of who they really are, right? But the problem is that everybody proclaims their own goodness. You don't see a dirty car being posted on social media. You don't see a couple hugging and not smiling and totally in love with themselves on social media. You don't see anything less than perfection being posted on social media, right? Which is a good thing, but on the other end, you can't lose sight that that's not reality, right? Too much investing in vanity and materialism and things that's not really worth anything, right? And then you lose sight of your reality. So that's what's happening. People are investing more in their created reality than their real, true reality. So the whole world is shifting to vanity and away from truth and reality. But to the poor people that are looking at this social media that don't feel good about themselves, you can understand why, because everybody's proclaiming their own goodness. So if you don't feel good about yourself, you're liable to think that you're the most unlucky person in the whole world looking at social media and how everybody proclaims that everything is perfect, right? So here's what I'm trying to say. Promote your strengths, right? Get your praise, right? However, develop your weaknesses, my friend. You got to develop your weaknesses. Here's the thing, right? Developing your weaknesses, that doesn't make you weak. Nah, not at all. In fact, developing your weaknesses, my friend, it makes you strong, right? And here's how. Because it shows that you love yourself enough to invest in the weaker parts of you. Because, right? Because you got a desire to become stronger. So you should be commended for that, right? It also shows, right? It shows that you simply want to become the best version of yourself. Now, what's wrong with that? In fact, everybody should be following you and trying to do the same thing. And here's 3 reasons why you got to develop your weaknesses, my friend. Number 1, and here's the most important reason. Because you're only as strong as your weakest link. Not to mention, right, the higher levels you go up in life, by you trying to ignore your weaknesses, they will eventually get exposed, because people get sharper the higher levels you go up, and they don't keep reading the jargon of you proclaiming your own goodness, and eventually you get exposed, right? And number 2, I just said it, right? Failure to develop your weaknesses, right? It gives your weaknesses momentum, and then guess what they do? I just said it. They expose you at the worst possible time, my friend. And number 3, you got to develop a greatness mindset, a mind bold enough to believe, right? And investing in personal development, because we are all a work in progress, my friend. Never forget that. So even when you're looking at social media and everything is looking perfect, just know it's not real. That's not reality. We all have problems, strengths, and weaknesses, but you're not gonna see nobody post on social media, I'm feeling depressed today, or I don't feel like I'm my best self. Everybody proclaims their own goodness. Now let's talk about strengths and weaknesses, right? See, promoting your strengths is cool to a degree, but if it's a strength, then that means that you're pretty proficient at it, right? 80, 85, 90%. So there's little room for growth. However, when you look at your weaknesses, you're probably not as proficient. Maybe 30, 25, 35% proficient. Look at the high range that you can grow and develop. So the magic is not in promoting your strengths over and over again. Yeah, do that. Keep them up there, keep them promoted, but also develop your weaknesses, my friend. And let me tell you the magic. Once you can get to know, accept, and love your weaknesses, they're no longer weaknesses. no one can use them against you because now they become strengths because you can position yourself accordingly, my friend. Never forget that. And never forget this. You were born to be great.